In the heart of downtown Austin, Texas, there's an upscale restaurant called Marble and Thyme. It's known not only for its fusion of modern Asian cuisine and Southern American comfort food, but also for its near-meditative stillness. Every chair is spaced exactly 2 feet apart. Every light is adjusted via a custom app. And every employee is trained to smile just enough, but never too much. Among them is Linh Nguyen, a 26-year-old Vietnamese-American woman, tall, composed, and invisible in the truest sense of hospitality work. For 3 years, her routine has barely changed. Open early, stay late, no makeup, spotless shoes, and hair always tied up neatly. Her co-workers call her Ghost, because no one's ever caught her making a mistake, and no one really knows what she's thinking. Then, one Thursday afternoon, at exactly 2:37 p.m., her world collapsed. After a hectic lunch shift, Lena stood behind the bar, wiping down a tray. Her phone buzzed in her pocket.
The screen lit up. Grandma, Saigon.
She glanced around, then stepped behind the espresso machine, just enough space to take a quick call unnoticed. She answered. Her grandmother's voice was faint and shaky.
Sweetie, I ran out of my blood pressure meds.
The pharmacy says the prescription's a duplicate. Lena responded softly, her southern-accented Vietnamese gentle and firm.
Don't worry, Grandma.
I'll call the doctor this afternoon. Drink lots of water, okay? Stay calm.
It lasted 27 seconds.
She hung up, slipped the phone back into her pocket, and returned to her station. But Raymond Kessler, one of the restaurant's VIP patrons, a major real estate investor in Austin, had seen everything. And he was not pleased. Raymond liked absolute control. Table 9 was his, always needed a black napkin, exactly 2 ice cubes in his water, never more. Lena had served him nearly 20 times. Never once made a mistake. But today, when he heard Lena speak a language he didn't understand, not English, not Spanish, his face twisted like someone had uttered a curse. He didn't say a word, just stared. And the next day, Lena was fired. That Friday morning, she showed up for her shift. But her name was no longer on the schedule.
She walked upstairs to the manager's office, where Angela, the ever-smiling blonde woman in charge, sat holding a thin stack of papers.
Angela didn't make eye contact. Lena, I wanted to speak to you in private because I really respect you.
Lena sat down.
She already knew. That wasn't the intro to good news. One of our guests raised concerns about your conduct yesterday. They felt uncomfortable. Lena frowned. I just took a call behind the bar. It was my grandma. I didn't break any rules.
Angela pressed their lips together.
The issue wasn't the phone. It was the language. They couldn't understand it. They felt alienated. And for a brand like Marble and Thyme, guest experience is our top priority. Lena stared at her. You're firing me for speaking Vietnamese? Angela didn't answer right away. But the silence, and the shift in her eyes, was answer enough. Raymond Kessler, Lena said quietly. It was him, wasn't it?
Angela sighed.
He's one of our major stakeholders. And sometimes we have to preserve the peace. That's not peace, Lena said. That's protecting privilege. Angela didn't argue. She simply slid the termination form across the desk, the phrase, not aligned with brand standards, printed neatly in soft Arial font. Lena stood. No tears. No rage.
Just exhaustion.
She folded her apron carefully, placed it on the desk, and walked out, without looking back. What she didn't know was that Milo Chan, her Cambodian-American coworker, the one who always had her back, who used to joke, "We wear invisible uniforms under these real ones," had quietly written a post in a national hospitality Facebook group. A colleague of mine just got fired. Not for being late. Not for disrespecting a guest. She took a 30-second call from her grandma, in Vietnamese, in a restaurant that literally serves pho and bao buns. A guest didn't like it. So she lost her job.
The post spread like wildfire.
That night, Lena received hundreds of messages, some comforting, some outraged. Not long after, someone traced the incident back to the restaurant.
Raymond Kessler was tagged.
A video of him speaking at a real estate conference was captioned.
Quietest Vietnamese.
Yelp reviews tanked. Staff began quitting. One chef hurled an entire tray of ribs into the dumpster and walked out. Angela called Lena, not to apologize, but to ask her to please stop fueling the fire. But Lena hadn't said a word. Until Sunday, when she posted one simple message. My name is Lena Nguyen. I was fired for speaking to my grandmother in Vietnamese. I don't want fame. I just want a world where speaking your mother tongue doesn't cost you your job. Lena's story didn't end there. Civil rights organizations stepped in. A new restaurant, this time owned by a Korean-American chef, offered her a management position. A major newspaper ran a photo of Lena and her grandma making bon quan in a small apartment kitchen, under the headline, The Language of Love. And Raymond Kessler? He stayed rich. But now, he can't walk into a restaurant in Austin without getting side-eyed. Because people forget many things, but they never forget the man who made an entire community angry. Over a 27-second call.